go out of the Gospels today. We're going to go to Paul's epistle to the Romans, chapter 8, verse 35, where he asks, shall trouble or hardship or persecution or famine or nakedness or danger or sword? And now Paul was asking if any of those things in today's question, like hardship or famine, could really separate us from the love of God. Now the answer, of course, is no, except if you allow them to separate you from Him. But Paul didn't think it strange that those negative experiences would find their way into your life. He found it incomprehensible that they would drive a wedge between you and the Lord without your permission. Now, have unexpected, difficult times separated you from God's love? Are you depressed, discouraged, or disillusioned? Can you see that it is how you have processed those things that have caused a separation between you and the Lord? Now, when we think of loss, who better to think of than Job? So let's read a few verses from the book by his name, specifically Job chapter 1, verses 18 through 21. While he was still speaking, yet another messenger came and said, your sons and daughters were feasting and drinking wine at the oldest brother's house when suddenly a mighty wind swept in from the desert and struck the four corners of the house. It collapsed on them and they are dead, and I am the only one who has escaped to tell you. And at this, Job got up and tore his robe and shaved his head. Then he fell to the ground in worship and said, naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I will depart. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. May the name of the Lord be praised. Wow, read those verses, Job 1:18 through 21, and then ask God's help to replicate Job's response to the hardships that may have come or will ultimately come into your life. That's it for today. Come on back tomorrow, and we'll look at another question then.